We spent days on this proposal and we lost the bid. And when I went back and actually read the document, the answer was right there, buried in the details. We never had a chance, we just didn't know it. I've run an agency for over a decade. We've won awards. We've served brands that you'd recognize. And I'm telling you this because if it's happening to me with a team, with systems, with a track record, it's probably happening to you too. You are chasing proposals you are never going to win, and you probably didn't know which ones. So I built something, an AI system that reads every RFP my agency receives, researches the company, matches it against our actual customer segments, and tells me in minutes whether to bid or walk away. In the first few days, it screened 8 proposals, and it told me to walk away from 3 of them. Deals the old me would have chased for days. Let me show you the one we lost and what the AI would have actually caught. This RFP landed in our inbox, someone forwarded it, and we started a document. And this was our brief. So the brief was what we got out of the RFP, but it had no checklist, no success criteria, just let's go for it. And we spent 2 full days working on this. We submitted it and we lost. Now, looking back at the document, there are 3 things that we should have flagged immediately. Number 1 is that there was a clear budget which we didn't stick to when we submitted our bid. The second one is we needed to lead with the outcome and the value we deliver, not credentials and insights. And the last one is we needed to clarify whether the pitch required us to do some extra creative work to bring all this to life. But we didn't know this because the timelines were very, very tight. We only had 3 days to submit it, so no one actually went to the details and read the document. And I know this because I built an AI-powered workflow to analyze and evaluate RFPs and give us a quick go or no go, bid or no bid, what success would look like. And the workflow works by extracting and downloading the RFP first. Then it analyzes the RFP using this AI agent, which I'll cover a bit later. And then it communicates to the team with the decision and what those criteria would be like. And when I run this bid through the system, first of all, it tells us, let's bid for it. So this is the go assessment. And it's based on the fact that it fits into our current customer segments and the services that we offer. So there's a match there. Then it pulls out of the RFP and infers what a winning bid would look like. And these are the 3 things that I covered. So the 3 things that we didn't stick to in the bid, it's given us a list of 10, but the 3 that I mentioned about not sticking to a clear budget, not leading with an outcome and giving insights more, and clarifying whether there's creative work. So maybe if we had communicated to the team before, maybe we would have strengthened the bid. It extracts this, and it also gives us key requirements for what the person who has issued the RFP is looking for in terms of evaluating and being able to match these requirements. And then it communicates to the entire team in charge of the process of putting a bid together. And this is what that email looks like. This AI workflow read the document in under 3 minutes and surfaced problems it took us 2 full days to miss. So we didn't lose because we had a bad proposal. We lost because we were bidding blind. What this means for the business, before we were going for everything and anything because of this aggressive revenue target we set at the beginning of the year. And the briefing was all over the place. Some RFPs would come through WhatsApp, some would come through email, everything is just everywhere. Now we have a system that does some preliminary work and matches an RFP to our customer segments and our service capability and recommends whether we should go for it or not and what to do to better put us in a place to win. The second thing is it used to take hours to days to put a bid together. Now it takes minutes with this system to evaluate whether this bid fits into what we are trying to do, and it can actually save us a lot of time when we expand the capability into the actual briefing and actually putting a full proposal together, which I'll cover in a future video. So this also helps us to align ourselves to our larger business strategy of focusing on a very specific client segment, regardless of the sales target, and putting together a bid that can better make us win and secure the business to achieve our goals. To build this workflow out, you need 3 key tools and a couple of things. So the 3 tools are N8N. This is the automation layer where your AI agent lives. You need a database. I'm using Airtable that has information about the business, customer segments, what has made us win, what makes us walk away, what are our strategic priorities, and then where the RFPs now live. And the last one is Claude, which is the base of my AI agent. And when I talk about Claude, there's some prompts that we need to put into it to help the extraction layer. And I'll just walk you through one of those prompts. So this enables us to extract the details from the RFP and put it in a way that the later stages of the workflow will work. So this is what that prompt looks like. And then within the workflow, the next step is this AI agent here, which also has its own system prompts and 2 specific tools that it's using. So I have Claude as the AI that is powering the agent. And then I have this SAP AI tool, which actually does online research based on the companies that we're trying to bid for, so that it can enable us to have these decision frameworks enabled. So go, no go, what makes a winning bid based on all that. And then lastly, also it enables the reading of web pages through this web page tool. So those are the main things. And the prompt that this AI agent uses has a lot to do with the business. It has a lot to do with what the company is, what the research process looks like, and what outputs you need to get out of it, and a decision framework. So that's what that looks like. And then the rest is just communication. So basically it's just piecing nodes together. How this workflow was designed was in the most basic way. Usually when someone receives an RFP, the action they take is to download it somewhere. So all I've done is put a specific folder for it to be downloaded to. And that's what kicks off this entire workflow that downloads and extracts the RFP, creates this entry into our database tool here, which I'm using Airtable, enables the AI agent to run, and then communicates via whatever tool that you're using. For our case, it's Gmail, and then stores all these updates back in the database. Here's what the AI can't do. The AI can't tell you whether the client pays on time or not. It also can't tell you whether the person in procurement in the client has a really good relationship with your competition. It also doesn't have your sales judgment. What it can do is it can add information to enable you to exercise that judgment for success and to achieve your business development goals. You don't need more proposals in your pipeline. You just need a better way to pursue the proposals you go for and a higher win rate. And that's what this tool does. So build it, use it, and stop chasing after the deals that you'll not get. If you want to know how to use Claude to build McKinsey level proposals, watch this video here where I outline a framework on exactly how to do that. Every week, I find another problem in my business that AI can solve and find or build the tools to do just that. So subscribe to catch the next one.